Hello. Now together let me talk about the topic, the future of music. And before we happen the problems, before speak about it, can't you guess what happened in my face? And what it is? What is their role? To answer any questions about it, to answer some questions about it. Now, let me following the topic, and in the final of the topic, I will give for you all of the answer. The first, which sentence best describes ABB popularity? They are mainly liked by older people. No. Do you know about the Do you know about the band? I will talk for me a little information about them. Them was the most famous band in the world, and they were the biggest band in the world. They played over 100 international concerts, and they had plenty of fans. All of them also have older people, have younger people, and all of the ages. So you said each of the older people is not true. It was all of age the future, all of age is the future. B, they are more popular now than they were 50 years ago. That is not true. Because at the moment had a lot of band and they so famous. For example, Tiara, EXO, or another band, and they just famous when they just famous about 50 years ago. That time they were the biggest band in the world, and at the moment had a lot of band in the world, and they just normal band. I think they just a normal band, and with a little fans. Maybe the fans will become older. Maybe she wants to realize and remember about that feeling when they younger, when they were younger adult. They want to see the picture. No, no, no. They want to see the musical. They want to see the musical band. See, they have been successful for half the century. That is true. You know, they became the biggest band in the world. They became the biggest band in the world. And I can't imagine that famous and that well knowing of the band. I think maybe they can earn a lot of maybe they earned a lot of money from the performance. They were forgotten for quite a few years. No, not only they were the biggest after 15 years ago, but at the moment they just had announced they just had announced to have a plan for the first comeback for the first show comeback about 40 years. But the form comeback, but the form performance have a differently than before day. What what different? What different? We together find answer in the next. We together find the answer in the next of the article. article. We together find the article in the next. We together find answer in the next uh, paragraph in the article. How will a BBC news show be different? A, the band won't be there on stage. This is true. With the comeback, say uses holograms. is so interesting and this is the embrace because with the device they not together played in the stage but all of them uses the holograms to stay on the stage and one of them have a people and one of them have a people died. One of them have a people died before 25 years ago. 25 years ago, I think you can imagine that people and the developer can find the form for develop that plane. They will play mainly new songs. No, no, I think because want to find the familiar feeling, so maybe they will play the older songs. That older song really beautiful. So so none of reason for they find and play about the new songs. They will all be a lot older. That is true because all of them all of them also have a age when she joined the band. So she aged about 50 years ago. So she aged 50 years. I guess maybe it's about 70 or 90 years old. So they can say they have a little old. But at this time, maybe they old, but they also healthy. So maybe they also they seem so younger. Maybe they seem so younger. That is normal. The audience will be mainly young people. The audience will be mainly young people. The audience will be mainly young people. I don't think so. I don't think so because have two reasons. The first, that band that band came out from about 50 years ago. So at the time had a lot of people, younger people or also older people want to re-listen about that melody, So that audience have a lot of older people. The second, with the holograms, have a lot of have a lot of teenager and younger people want to have an experience about the holograms. So maybe they will enjoy that feeling. Maybe she will enjoy that feeling from there. Maybe she will like about the band. So she found not just older people. I think had a lot of people want to make an audience with with the band. Why might watching a concert using virtual reality be considered better than going to venues? Why might watching a concert using virtual reality to be considered better than going to venue? Most people already have a technology in their homes. I don't think so because the technology is so expensive. You need paid a lot of money to own one of them. So don't have a reason to own the technology in my house just to see the concert. And if you have a money, I think you will go to the venues. You will go to the venues to to straight to straight directly to directly to go to the venue to directly see the concert. That venues you can directly see the hero musicians. So I think this is true ideal. This is wrong ideals. It allows you to work from different places in the venues. It allows you to work from different places in the venues. That is true. Not only you see the band in the crowd, but also not only but you will also see it from the band to see the show and all of the connect. So you can control your headset VR. So you can control your VR headset to see the laptop connect. Uh, connect không góc là chi hay tự nhiên quên cha này I don't know. And it more advantage and so exciting if you directly if you directly go to the venues. Maybe you just think about your hero is on the screen because the distance from the band to your venues is so far and your eyes is so and so eyes is not health, so you can't see long distance. You can't see long distance if you don't bring your glasses. So you can't see a long distance. So you can see a long distance, and maybe you need to see in the screen, and maybe I think you just connect with the areas around the venue. I think maybe with the feeling, had a lot of people paid a lot of money to bought the venues. It cost about 15% less. It cost about 15% less. No, more than it. It you just cost about tenth of the ticket to pay about the venues to pay for the ticket for the venues. It's so cheaper than both the venues. So think is you people more watch about the virtual reality. I think maybe you can consider it about water technology because it cheaper than you go outside. It's cheaper for you go outside for a concert, a live concert. It's so expensive. What is the writer conclusion? What is the writer conclusion about technology and music at the end of the text? What is the writer conclusions about technology and the music at the end of the text? Technology can be used to bring people that what they want. That is true ideal, but in the article, they not write about it. Maybe this is true with technology can use to bring what they want because the dev, develop because the developer people they make a lot of process reality in the technology so you can have a more experience. None of them also make it, but had a lot of progress reality. So you had a lot of more experience with it. There's nothing we can do to stop new technology from taking over. There's nothing we can do to stop new technology from taking over. This is true. This is wrong, because at the moment, had a lot of company they study and they research about the programs, they research about the progress, they research about the progress reality, and it had a lot of effective with my life, with with our lives, with our life. And so not have a reason why don't have, so not have a reason to don't have any people to taking over the technology. We should always be looking for better way to doing things. That that is either not true or not true. I think with technology we can make a lot of we can make a lot of problems, and from these we can easier to find sometimes something to entertainment. But if you said, but if you said the technology makes your experience be better, I don't think so, because had a lot of old fashioned ways, they have a better experience, because entertainment, it's not just the place, it's not just a place, but it's about your feelings. It's about your feelings. It says about your feelings, and it says about our feeling. You, I think, if you paid about, if you paid a little money to go somewhere you want, I think it is more expensive than you just go out, than you just stay in your house and see the virtual reality. Maybe when you go, maybe when you go outside for your live concert, you together go with your friend. Maybe that feeling is so important. We should always be looking for better way for doing some things. We should always be looking for better ways of doing things. This is not true. It might not be always be true. It might not be always true to say that you better. I don't think so. The older fashion ways also make something be better. Maybe entertainment towards the entertainment. That said about that feeling, if you just stay in your house and see the stream directly VR headset, I think that time you just totally zero in your house and don't have any friends. And I think if someone, it make easier, so you don't have any experience and don't have any feeling with the concert. And if you go outside with your friends and that concert, you might, you might pay a lot of money to buy a ticket. You can have more the experience, you can have more that feelings, and that feelings you stay at the venues, you will respect about that time, you will respect about that time. My lesson today, and I will finish my lesson. Before I finish my lesson, I will answer for you some question. What happened with my face, and what is this? What is this? You can guess. It is gay. I use gay to treasure my aunts. I don't know in English what the word to speak, sell. I use it to treasure sales. So I feel it's so heavy effective, and if you And if you want to try, I think it have more effective. But you just use it for the times you inside, because when you go outside, the sunshine, you effective, we effect with the knee, so the skin will change change the skin will change colors. It just a little recommend. And thank you. Bye bye. See you.